born, the throne awaits. A seer warns of a deadly fate. Give up your children, separate. Bide your time, lie in wait. Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. They made a vow their mother will be found. The children
Hello, and welcome to the Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast. I'm Dan, the teacher.
I'm Morgan, the student.
We rolled pretty bad last week, so now we're doing Sonic Underground.
You mean we rolled really fucking well and got a beautiful song that I listened to and was amazed by. First of all, I mean, even just Sonic having siblings is something, but the song is something. The fact they're in a band sounds like a bad fanfic. I'm like excited, honestly. But also I didn't have to watch it because I'm a bad student. And that's why Dan is going to tell me about it.
Yeah, so listeners, you probably heard a different intro this episode because I'm going to be putting in, because we finally got into something with actual audio to put behind it, I have opened the episode with the intro to Sonic Underground.
Oh, fuck. I didn't realize you were going to open it with that. That rules. Yes. So you know exactly what I'm talking about then, listener. It's, something.
The core of it is that Sonic is a triplet. He has brothers named Sony and Manic. They are the children of Queen Alina, who is the former ruler of Mobius, but lost the position after Dr. Robotnik took over. And they have to find their mom now. I'm going to go more in depth in a bit on that when I start on the description of the first episode. But for now, I just want you to think about that song. And now I want to tell you about perhaps the most useful source of information on Sonic Underground, an account from series writer Ben Hurst. Just give me a second and I'm going to open that up.
Oh, the Saturday morning Sonic thing you sent me.
All right. From alt.fan.sonic-hedgehog newsgroup 2005. Hello, fans of SatAM. Sonic Underground was a sad, sad story. With the opportunity looming large for the third season of SatAM, Deke made a creative decision to trash that continuity and strike out in a new direction. The reason? Because they could add songs with the whole Sonic, Sony, and Manic thing and collect extra residuals from ASCAP/BMI, the group that pays song royalties. Deke makes deals with songwriters to split or sign over the rights to their compositions, exactly the same way they force the writers and story editors to sign over all rights to their stories.
Oh, God.
Yep. All residual payments for cartoons go to Deke, even the royalties set aside for creative people in Europe, based on blank videotape and audio cassette sales. There have been legal battles about that through the Writers Guild, but the only reputable animation producer in America, to my knowledge, to hand those monies over to the writers was Warner Brothers. I've actually received royalty checks from the European release of episodes that Pat Alley and I wrote for Tiny Toons. Here's how Sonic Underground happened. After SatAM was canned because of a change in leadership at ABC, and low ratings caused by multiple preemptions caused by sporting events, and, finally, being placed up against the red-hot Power Rangers, now there's some genius programming strategy, a new version of Sonic was created, Sonic Underground. Did they ask me, or Pat, or Len Jansen to develop the series? No. In fact, I never heard of the series before a Deke story editor called and asked me and Pat to come to a cattle call for Sonic Underground. I refused, We don't do catacols, which, for those of you unfamiliar with the term, is where they bring in about 20 writers to learn about the series and pitch written premises for free in hopes of snagging an episode or two. The story editors got us there by guaranteeing us at least a few episodes. So, off we went to a conference room at Deke. We got there and, yep, 20 writers. They showed an episode of Sat AM, first season, to illustrate the background of these characters. It wasn't one of mine or Pat's, it was one of the other episodes. After they described the marvelous new direction, siblings, music, missing mother, stupid new characters, they ended the meeting. We were taken into another room with the story editor who told us he wanted to write the pilot episode. We did. Sega read the script, then the story editor was fired, and we were hired. And they also hired another team of story editors who survived through about 8 episodes before they left. We also got a few fledgling writers shoved down our throat by the producer. Results: I had to rewrite the damned unusable scripts from page 1. They still got paid for the script. I got nada. We tried our best to get some lore going, but Deke was racing through the series at 2 episodes a week. An insane pace, and one calculated to maximize the profits. We managed to get a 3-part origin story through, but with the limited time, we were unable to tie everything together. The only bright spot was that we were assigned 6 scripts to Len Jansen, who wrote some damn nice stuff. So, that's the saga of Sonic Underground. As I rewatched some of the episodes, I'm surprised it's as good as it is. I'm fully aware it doesn't match up to Sat AM, and I would give my eye teeth to be hired to do the Sat AM 3rd season. But the only way for that to happen would be for some visionary exec at Deke to realize they're sitting on a gold mine. Oh, this keeps going.
Yeah, it's long. Oh my gosh. I mean, we can always link it in the show notes if you want to stop here.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's so interesting that, first of all, they're doing 2 episodes a week, which is a lot for something that's hand drawn. Also, just the fact that they used Sat AM people and it still fucking sucks ass. I mean, I've only seen a few episodes of or I think one. I've seen 1 full episode of Sat AM, but at least it's something, and it's it seems like it's that one's. It seems like I mean, you might know more about it than I do, but that one seems more episodic, kind of
I honestly don't know everything about Sat AM. I know stuff about it, but this story goes on for a bit longer. I've told you the important parts, but we will be linking the page where this is from. It's a whole collection of letters from Ben Hurst to this Sonic the Hedgehog news group. I'm just reading the section on Underground, and also you should know that Ken Penders does show up in this particular letter.
That I think that letter is about halfway down. I don't know. The little website.
Yeah, each section begins the year it was written, and you'll know it when you get to the one that's written in 2005. I'm just... It's really incredible. Oh my god. Anyways. So, you know the premise. You know the story behind it. Now, let me just sort of dive into the first episode.
Wait, who's Ken Penders?
Ken Penders was one of the main writers for the Archie Sonic comic from...
Oh, duh. Okay, yeah.
I think the mid-90s to the mid-2000s.
Yes, I do vaguely remember you talking about him now. I just was wait, why did... Who? What?
Yeah, so... I'm just gonna describe the first part of this 3-part intro, and I think we can wrap it up, take it to the close from there. Just some opening notes. The thing I watched this on was some quasi-legal YouTube thing, and it was by a YouTube user named Manic the Hedgehog. And to avoid copyright detection, he puts a very large watermark in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. I have
Beautiful.
I've included it. Oh,
Wait, are we gonna go over the characters
yeah.
like we did for Archie, or?
Yeah. So, since the pilot actually does show us some background stuff, I'll just. These characters aren't very deep, so I think this pilot stuff is all you really need to know. Also, you know that part about 2 episodes a week? It really shows in this animation. It's really bad!
Beautiful. Love it. Oh, man. Ugh. This is only vaguely related, but that seems like, how Netflix is doing this thing with their animated thing, where they seem like they're cranking out a ton of seasons of whatever that fucking robot Voltron. I didn't watch it. That's why I was they cranked out seasons really fast. I feel like that's the equivalent of in the past them doing 2 episodes a week, since it's all made at once kind of thing now, whereas then it's just that just sounds terrible. I don't know.
I'm going to link a GIF, and I will be posting it in the show notes. Here is a bit of Sonic's mouth from this episode. This is slowed down, but it's a very good bit of showing how the animation looks. So, the first episode sort of opens with Queen Alina. That's...
I was talking. I totally forgot that No, I was just talking about his mouth. I was just being there's a lot you can do with the mouth moving forward like that, but it's just so fucking ugly looking. That's all. Go ahead. You can talk about the show now.
That's fine. Thank you. The episode opens with Sonic's mom, Queen Alina, giving a whole opening narration about how Robotnik took over the world and made the rich richer and turning poor people into robots.
Oh my god. It's just... Wait, okay, she's a queen, isn't she? Why... Man, she's just it's monarchy versus fucking technocracy. Fucking wild ass capitalism shit. That whatever Eggman's doing.
I love it. Also, I do want to mention that unlike Satayam's really nicely designed, I guess the word would be Robians.
Robian, Mobian.
Yeah. I think that's the unofficial term. The Robians in this one, instead of looking cool sort of metal Sonic robot dudes, they just look like really generic, slap a bunch of metal on someone's cyborgs. Not that they really use them that often in this episode. It's not like they're a regular part of the background. The royal family is outlawed and goes into hiding, and the queen gets a prophecy that one day the 4 of them will reunite and become the new leaders of Mobius. So I guess she already has the baby, so in order for them to reunite, she has to separate them. I guess.
Why did she has to keep them separate to keep them safe, or also are they triplets? I'm sorry.
They are triplets, yes. They are Sonic, Sonia, and Manic.
Sonia the girl, or did you say 3 boys? Okay. I mean,
Sonia is the girl, and her personality is girl.
Oh man, love it.
And there's Manic, who is the weird, wacky one, who he's got these weird, like, spiky spines that they just
It looks like it's supposed to be like punk hair, but it's like poorly done.
yeah
Like he's green.
he is
Uh,
green.
Sonia is like pink, isn't she?
Yeah, sort of pinkish purple. She's also got a like cool fringe. At least I think the word is fringe.
Yeah, like bangs, fringe, same thing. Yeah, probably.
She takes the babies to different people to keep them safe. She takes Sonia to a rich lady whose name I did not get. Sonic ends up in a countryside home. Also, you can tell in this one that Sonic is the one with super speed, and from what I can tell, he's the only one with super speed.
Wait, why? Wait, what? Wait, wait. Okay, so it's not like a family trait. It's just like, oh, he has speed just cause.
I'll go into the sort of abilities of the other two as I go on. So, Manic is delivered somewhere, but instead of the parent instead of a surrogate parent who was supposed to pick them up at the doorstop, some sewer criminal steals the baby basket and takes it to an upsetting cricket man. At least they just stole this baby. This cricket man is named Farrell. I am posting him in the Discord chat, and we'll also be posting him in the show notes because my words cannot do him justice.
Oh my god. I'm gonna try to explain this. So he's, oh my god, the fact I would not have even said he was a cricket. He's just like this.
It might be a cockroach.
No, it's not that. It's just because he's so like fucking mutated. He's like this larger dude with like his like shell is like sectioned off and like it's kind of like looks um like armor like or something, samurai armor. Oh my god, the rat looks like it's like a bad Splinter also from like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But the cockroach, like he's just like this, he's like chubby, he's like, he's got like the fat cheeks, and but like his fucking antenna are just like, he has like four of them, or are those eyebrows? Oh my god,
unibrow.
oh my god, I thought he had four antenna, but no, he has two antenna and just like a giant unibrow. He has like grotesque fingers. He's got salad fingers. Like, this is a lot. Are bugs like a common Mobian thing? I feel like I've only seen like, I've seen, larger animals usually, I guess. I guess Charmy the bee, never mind.
Yeah. Like, the only insect Sonic characters I can really think of are, well, aside from maybe some comic characters who I don't remember on the spot, I think there's like some spider people in the Archie comics. There's Charmy the bee, and of course there's like there's this character in the IDW comics named Jewel the Beetle. She's like a jewel beetle, and
she smokes a lot of jewels.
Oh my god. Maybe I should commission that or draw that or something, but for now, they don't really look like traditional insects. Like, I think the spider people have extra limbs, but they generally look like, Sonic Anthros.
The rat doesn't look like a Sonic Anthro either. The rat is, like I said, like the best way I can describe it is from like the cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like, but like a yellow version of Splinter.
this is just like going to be an issue throughout like all of the older stuff. Like these artists that they hire tend to not really know how to draw Sonic style characters outside of like maybe a few core members. So all like the less important or side characters or whatnot tend to look really weird. This, thank fucking God that we have like artists nowadays who actually know how to draw Sonic and will draw characters that look like Sonic characters. So we cut forward throughout the childhoods of these three children. Farrell, the upsetting cricket man, teaches Manic how to pick pockets. Manic's really good at it. He also loves to drum, and he gets a pair of drumsticks. Well, he steals the drumsticks from Farrell, and this is seen as a sign of respect.
Oh my god. Oh man. There's always gotta okay, like it's so funny because I know as a kid I probably would have liked Manic. Like that's just the kind of character I like, is like the like funny side character guy. But God.
To be honest, I think like this bit with Manic and Farrell is like the best actual character writing throughout all of this episode. It's like the only thing that's like genuinely fun and entertaining.
I just had a terrible thought. I was like, is he the Joey Wheeler of Sonic Underground?
Well, he doesn't have an accent.
Damn it!
I forgot to tell you the thing about the voices of Sonia and Manic. So, in Sonic Underground, Sonia in SatAM, I should start with, and all animated stuff at this time, Sonic's voice actor was Jaleel White, who at the time was very famous for playing the role of Urkel in Family Matters.
Oh my
They
gosh.
decided to have him also voice Sonia and Manic, so it's just like
oh no,
just three Urkels, and except
oh no.
except the
Oh no, I don't want to think about what they did to Sonia though. Oh no.
it's just like Urkel speaking in a falsetto, I guess, is the best way I could put it. I'm trying to find the voice here because there is one exception to this rule, and that exception is the sort of the singing voices. The singing voices were done by a different actor.
That's got to be very strange. Like, I know that happens all the time in things, but like, because they're all the same actor. Wait, does Urkel have to sing for Sonic?
Unfortunately, no. The singing is done by... Oh, it's really hard to find which... let me just dig a bit. Because I know who does it.
Sonic Underground.
Okay. So the voice of Sonic, Sony, and Manic singing voices is Sam Vincent, who is perhaps best known for his role as Double D in Ed, Edd n Eddy.
No way! And he does all three of them?
When they're singing, yes. And you can really hear it sometimes. It's incredible.
Oh
God.
my god. Eddie! Can't do his voice, but I can do Ed's voice because it's just like butter toast. But oh my god, that's very weird.
So, with that factoid in mind, we get some more Hedgehog flashback, or Hedgehog growth montage, I guess you could put it.
More like Edgehog.
Damn, it do be like that. We see Sonia's childhood. Sonia is raised by a bougie lady who, once again, I do not remember the name of. They name her several times and I have completely forgotten, and I did not write it down. She can do cool flips, and she can play the piano, and she's bougie
Is
as
she
hell.
human? Is she human?
No.
Oh, okay.
The only human in this show is Dr. Robotnik.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have grabbed a screenshot of this character, because, like, the bougie surrogate mom lady is, like, she has really weird looking eyes. Like, they sort of, like, drew the eye and then they drew the eyelid under. It looks really weird, and I should have...
I can look her up.
You don't have to. Maybe I'll... Nah. Let's leave it ambiguous. And so, finally, we get Sonic's childhood. So, Sonic is raised by a set of adoptive parents in the countryside, but when he is very young, they get arrested and his house gets burned down, and he has to run away to Uncle Chuck.
What? Wait!
Yeah. There's, like, this really dramatic scene of, like, Sonic's adoptive dad telling him to... He's like, I know you shouldn't... I know I've told you not to run, but you need to... They use a really weird word for it, and I can't remember. But you need to run as fast and as far away as you can to Uncle Chuck's.
Sonic's got the zoomies. Oh man. Wait, so Uncle Chuck was in Archie also, wasn't he?
Yeah. Uncle Chuck's in sort of, like, all of the American stuff, except Adventures for... But, like, he's... I don't know if he's, like, Sonic's actual uncle or not. They don't actually say.
Uncle Chucklefuck.
Like, and sometimes it's, like, blood, sometimes it's an adoptive uncle, but in this case, they just don't say, but...
I assume he's not a robot in this one.
No, he's not a robot in this one. In some stuff he's a robot, and some stuff he's not. Let's see, he starts out as a robot in Archie, becomes a human man. Or, not a human man, sorry. Becomes a hedgehog man. He gets de-roboticized. I don't know what made me say that.
He's a human man. She is a human woman.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to do Sonic 06 someday and explain that Sonic kisses a human woman, which...
I love it! I know that part. You will have to explain it to our listeners. I don't love it, I hate it, but I love it.
I will have to explain at least one day. Now, this is sort of a hot take. I'm not fully against the idea of an anthro person and a human person being romantically involved, but it is really weird in Sonic 06.
It's specifically Sonic. I don't like to think about Sonic, first of all, in a romantic relationship. Second of all, in a romantic relationship with a human woman. They're also, like, not, like, normal anthro people. Like, you know, like, they're like, shorter and, like, rounder. I mean, I guess not as round in, like, those games, but, like, it's just, like, very strange, like, mechanically to think about. I don't like to think about it. I just don't like to think about Sonic in that way. Also, he shouldn't kiss people. I don't want him to kiss even, like, Amy, who is, like, another hedgehog, you know? Like, sorry, my cat's meowing. He agrees with me. My cat is agreeing with me that Sonic doesn't need to be kissing people. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I know there's so many people that are so fucking horny about Sonic. I'm not. I'm sorry. Controversial opinion. I'm not horny about Sonic. Like, I am probably, like, considered a furry, and I'm not. I don't. Okay, this is very. I don't know why. I'm just like making myself laugh. Okay, you can continue. I'm sorry.
I will say there is like one like human Sonic character ship I do like, and that's just like shipping the cop lady from Sonic X with Rouge. I that's not as bad. Like, the style isn't as jarring. It fits with the character of Rouge.
You're right. That's a little less weird because the style in 06 also just makes it very weird. The human like stylization is just so weird.
That derail aside, Sonic is with Sonic and Uncle Chuck are part of the Freedom Fighters. We don't see other Freedom Fighters in this, but they exist. And Sonic is fighting the system. We see Sonic go on a one hedgehog mission to blow up a factory that's building force fields, and he like runs really fast and drops an explosive, and it blows up the factory. And
Sonic is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You first.
I was just like, Sonic is canonically a patriot. Sonic is resisting the deep state. Sonic is Q. He's Q plus. This is my headcanon now. I'm so sorry. I'm derailing this again.
Robotnik is really pissed about Sonic, who he doesn't actually know exists. He just knows that something keeps happening to his factories, and he knows the Freedom Fighters are doing it. He doesn't know who it is or how or why, because Sonic's too fast for the cameras to catch. We see like Sonic recovering from the mission. Uncle Chuck goes off to find a doctor, and then this weird elephant-nosed prophet guy shows up. He's in the intro. He's the seer who warned.
He's not an elephant. He's just elephant-nosed.
I don't know what he is. They don't say. He might not be anything but he says he's the Oracle of Delphius. And like we see the animation where Sonic's side mouth goes from one side to the other. Sonic doesn't really care, so the Oracle like makes a bunch of chili dogs for Sonic to eat while he's talking.
Chili dogs.
Yep. He tells Sonic he's a prince and he has 2 siblings. Then we see these 2 bounty hunters getting hired by Robotnik. I'm just going to paste a picture of them in chat. I did not take a screen cap this time, so the beautiful watermark is not here. I just looked on Google. This is what they look like. I did not get their names. I don't know their names. Maybe I'll learn them sometime.
Oh my goodness. The orange one. Is some like fucking muscle loving furry drew that orange guy. Like, for sure.
And there's something more about him that I don't think we're going to this week, but is very furry like. I will get to it one day. The other guy on the left, who's sort of like this wolf or coyote dude, he's sort of the leader of the 2. He's the smart one. He's voiced by Maurice Mulamarche, voice of Brain. He's got that sort of Igor voice. It's the most charming aspect about him, honestly.
It's Pinky and the Brain. Oh my god. Is the muscle guy kind of like a Pinky? Is he kind of, or is he like...
It's the stupid one, yeah.
He's like the I'm dumb as rocks, LOL.
He's dumb as rocks, LOL. And I think he's voiced by... Wait, I don't know his voice. But he has an Australian accent. That's all you really need to know.
Are they both, like, dogs? I'm just like very interested in what all the animals are.
I wish I knew. Maybe I'll learn. Maybe I'll be the student. So yeah, these two bounty hunters get hired by Robotnik to figure out what the hell is fucking things up for him, and they're like, yeah, but we're independent contractors. We're not just gonna work for you exclusively. So he points a bunch of lasers at them and says, yes, you will, and they say okay, and they have to hunt down Sonic. Then we see more of the Oracle and Sonic, and the Oracle says he has to sing, and he goes away. He like fades away like that fucking... I'm trying to remember the words here.
Like Homer Simpson fading into the bushes.
I wish. He just sort of like... his opacity goes to 0, I guess. There's like multiple memes I could say to compare this to, but I'm not remembering any of them right now.
Does it do like a Cheshire Cat thing where like a part of him is left behind or something?
I wish. No. He just sort of fades out. And then there's a song.
No!
This song, I believe, is called Someday. And it shows Sonic, Sonia, and Manic singing about someday they'll find their siblings and figure out what the hell that Oracle was talking to them about. Because I guess he also talks to Sonia and Manic, but we don't see that. We just see this song, and...
Wait, you don't see them talking, even though they haven't, like, met before? I feel like them talking together would be, like, a big scene if they, like, haven't seen each other in a long time.
They haven't actually met. The song just shows them all singing the same song.
Okay, okay. I'm just picturing the Sonic and... That's a fanfic right there. The SpongeBob Mr. Krabs thing, like, I'm just a greasy spoon without you.
The bounty hunters, like, look over some security footage. They find a frame of the back of Sonic, and then they look at some animal asses to figure out whose ass this is. They just, like, open up, like, I guess, some image repository and look at animal asses, and then they see the back of Sonic, and they know that's Sonic's ass.
Damn. Look at Sonic's ass. Oh, no.
Robotnik finds out that it's a hedgehog, and he's pissed because the Oracle also came to him and told him that his reign was going to end. Like, part of it has, like, the Oracle wakes him up, Robotnik tries to call the guards, but then he, like, freezes Robotnik in place with magic and tells him that your fate is sealed, you're gonna lose. I don't know if this is, like, part of a bigger plan or if it's just bad writing or what. I don't get it. It's probably bad writing.
Why does he go to him at all?
I don't know.
Just a warning, you're gonna lose. Maybe he, like, wouldn't have even gotten him as, like, a rival if he didn't know about him or something. That's just bad writing.
Sonic's playing music in a club, and like, Sonia and Manic are going about their days, and they somehow hear it even though nobody around them can hear it. Manic leaves Feral to look for that, and Sonia is with this fancy young man named Bartleby.
No way.
Yeah, that's his name. I'm gonna post a picture. This will be in the show notes. I'm very concerned about the color of his muzzle.
God. Oh my gosh. Wait, he kind of looks like a very poorly drawn version of the French guy from the Archie comics. Like a very sad version. Like, maybe it's just because they both have, like, blonde, floofy hair, but He kind of also looks like a chipmunky type of guy.
He does kind of give Antoine vibes.
Yeah, Antoine.
They're not the same character, but I assume they just took the same idea and ran with it. And we've got Bartleby. He's gonna show up in many episodes. I remember this.
Oh, does he like... Is he like Sonia's romantic interest?
I don't remember if... I feel... My gut says he wants to be Sonia's romantic interest, but isn't.
Of course.
Yeah. Sonic siblings all meet each other in the club that Sonic's playing in, and they decide to play music together. This song sounds like Sega Genesis music, but not like Sonic Sega Genesis music. It sounds like, I don't know, fucking Comic Zone. I don't know. It's a very, like, more metal-y song than would be in a Sonic game. Or at least in a classic Sonic game.
Does it still have like that bit noise that like a Sega game would have?
I don't know how to describe it. It just...
I'll just have to listen later.
Yeah. Then a big robot shows up and starts blowing things up, and they have to escape. They find out that, let's see, we get like a whole thing of all of the surrogate parents getting arrested, so the Sonic siblings have to like meet up, and they're gonna rescue their surrogate parents, but then like the Oracle shows up again, and he says, nope, it's too late. They're already robots now.
But they don't even show them becoming like robots. They're just like, nope, it's too late. Fuck you.
Yeah. He just like shows them a vision of their like surrogate parents turned into robots.
Oh, okay, at least they show.
Yeah, including Uncle Chuck, but this time it's just like this ugly generic cyborg thing instead of like the cool robot design Uncle Chuck had in Sat AM.
Is he at least like hedgehog shaped?
I mean, he still looks like a hedgehog. He just has robot parts on him. The Oracle gives them a map and tells them to travel with it and to become great allies and bond, and then the episode ends and the credits are in Comic Sans.
No way!
Oh
my gosh.
I do want to mention, I forgot to mention this before, but this like illegal upload I found does have like an intro and outro. It's the same video, but it's...
You mean perfectly legal?
Yeah.
Extremely legal.
Listen, it's dead media. We should be able to watch it.
It's true. Internet Archive, please.
And I guess that's the episode. I did not watch... I watched a little bit of episode 2, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because I think we've run on long enough.
We went on enough tangents for one day. I was even wondering, I was like, oh, is one episode going to be enough? But I start talking about fucking Patriot Sonic and...
Yeah, so we got a couple questions. I'm going to have to dig around to find all of them. We got some on Twitter and some on Discord. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Twitter questions. Camel Dancing Dancer at James Mason 108 asks, I'm so sorry. That's it.
Good question. Thank you, James Mason.
Gosh Darn Rabbit at Gosh Darn Rabbit on Twitter asks, if any of the modern Sonic casts were put into a spin-off full of musical numbers, then what instruments would you want them to play?
Okay, so it's the drums, the guitar.
I guess you would just be assigning. So Sonic, Sony, and Manic plays the drums. Sonia plays a guitar, and Sonic,
it's guitar. Okay.
Yeah.
Sonic plays the guitar, I assume.
Yeah.
I think I did know that. I did watch the song, as y'all know, because I keep singing it. Let's see. This might be just like a false memory, but I feel like, you know that Oh my god, I always forget this character's name, but like the alligator.
Vector the crocodile.
Yes, Vector. I keep thinking he plays the drums. Is this like a false memory?
I don't remember. I feel like there's a thing in where he's shown playing drums. I know that he was in like this very old lore document about like Sonic being part of a band, and Vector was in it, and I think he played the drums in that. There's also some stuff with him playing drums and other things. I think you're right.
Well, then he would be the drummer. They said modern Sonic people. I want Shadow to be in a screamo band.
If there was any instrument I would assign to Shadow, I would have to make it either the bass or a double-headed guitar.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's probably bass. Oh, or if not screamo, maybe he plays like mindless self-indulgence, because I keep thinking of that bass, the treble. I like my coffee black, just like my metal. Do you know that song?
I feel like I do, but I can't remember it. Oh, now I'm thinking about Vector and Shadow playing new metal, just them teaming up to do a cover of Bring the Noise.
Oh hell yes! Oh my gosh. I I I mean, okay, not to like stereotype her, but she is kind of personality the girl. But I feel like Amy would prefer to be like a solo pop artist type of person. That she gives me that feeling. Like
There's an Archie character named Mina Mongoose who once like Ian Flynn takes over, she's sort of an idol character. That's her deal. She's like a singer, and when Ian Flynn takes over, she also Tracy Yardley redesigns her dress to look kind of like Hatsune Miku's, without the tie, but just the general vibe.
is she the same color as Miku?
Well, her dress looks like a more simplified version of Miku's, and like palette swap changed to fit her color palette, which is like yellow and purple and black.
Oh cool.
Yeah. Um. Let me think. Oh. Hmm. How about? I'm just thinking
Does
of recent. Oh, Tails.
Does Tails do like electronic music?
I feel like he has to.
Like kind of, so I don't know why, but for some reason I keep thinking about how Sarah Pot agreed. Uh that's her name now. Is like, oh, Tails, she's a girl, trans girl, and like that just like fits because like I have a lot of like I realized a lot of my electronic artists on my like playlists and stuff are all like trans women who make electronic music, so that just like fits with my idea of Tails. So we're just making more Tails headcanons for myself.
I'm suddenly very much thinking of Knuckles playing the saxophone.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
He plays Careless Whispers.
although we do know for a fact from Sonic Adventure 2 that he is a rapper.
Oh no, I forgot. That's like the only Sonic game that I owned, and I just fucking forgot about the rapping. And whatever at like that hill place.
Pumpkin Hill. The
Pumpkin
Famous Last
Hill.
Beat. I think I have that song memorized.
Oh my god, when we get to Sonic, when we get to Adventure 2, like that part of Adventure 2.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
You should
put
say
in.
it. Oh,
Pumpkin
you can
Hill.
put it in too. But I was like, you should try to do it, but
I should. I can't sing, but I know the lyrics.
it's a rap, right? Like, it's not quite the same thing as singing.
I think that's it for now.
Yeah, I was like, that's
I think I'm
probably
done.
good.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Nixferatu at Nixferatu_NH asks, if you join the Sonic Underground, what instruments would you play?
Oh no, I never, okay, like I didn't really play instruments in school. I sang, so I guess I'd be the singer. Well, I did like try to pick up guitar, so maybe I would do that. Like I own one, and in this like fake reality world, I could do that. Or I want to do something more like funky though, maybe, but I have to think about that.
I don't know about music. I got like a couple guitar lessons in middle school, but I'm gonna, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna say I'm playing either a synth or what's that thing? A theremin.
Oh, bring some like real spacey sounding things to it. I want to play the marimba. I like the sound of marimbas. It's just kind of like, it's kind of the big wooden like xylophone-y type thing. I just like how they sound. I don't know if it would fit very well in the Sonic Underground band. Or I could do the thing like, okay, this is a very specific thing, but I remember it from like high school. I like saw Flyleaf, and they like played in like at least one of their songs. They played the guitar with like a bow. Like they didn't play electric violin. They played a guitar with a bow. And maybe I'd do something stupid like that. I want a gimmick. If I'm in a stupid fucking show, I want a gimmick.
Frizzy asks, who has the best hair in Sonic Underground? And Dark Wizard James Mason asks, who has the worst hair? I'm gonna say the best hair is Sonia's, the worst hair is Sonic's. I appreciate the aesthetic of Manic's hair, and did you forget to push to talk again?
I sure did. Oh boy, at least I haven't been doing that a lot. I was trying to say Farrell has the worst hair because it's just his eyebrows. And yeah, I guess Sonia has the best hair. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Like, I don't love any of their hair. It's fine.
Frizzy also asks, what do you think of their overall character designs? I love their soft bellies. Yeah, Sonia and Manic have good designs. They're fine. They're solid. The everything else is bad, though.
Yeah, I like specifically, like even Sonic, I like because he's got that soft belly. But like I was describing before, there's a scary cockroach or cricket man. There's a very muscly orange guy. There's like a poorly drawn whatever his name. I keep forgetting the French guy.
Bartleby. He's the fancy lad.
No, I know, but that's fine.
Oh, you meant Antoine.
Yeah, I was saying a badly drawn Antoine. Specifically a badly drawn Antoine. So they're kind of just all other than like the three main characters, I guess.
Yeah. Jan asks, I feel whoever made Sonic Underground was like, so I watched a lot of idol/band anime. How to combine that with Sonic? How do you think the idea for it happened? And we explained it. Deke wanted money. And I don't think I don't think many of them watched anime.
It was very cartoony very like Western cartoon looking specifically. Yeah. Like it didn't have any of the like anime inspired stuff. I mean, maybe that's why like Sonic and his siblings have like a different feel than what I've seen of the other characters. But I'm not sure. They're all pretty Western-y, cartoony though. Like I don't think they cared at all about idol anime.
So I forgot to grab my D6 when I came down, and I don't want to go back up because that means I have to edit myself edit out me going back up. So I'm just gonna.
I think I might have my dice around. Oh, if you want me to.
If you have a D10, that would be great. You can go ahead and roll.
Which? Yeah, sorry, I was just. How many sides? Did we need a 10?
Yeah, a D10.
Okay, you said 6. That's why I was like, wait.
Do you have a D10?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, that's D12. I do have a D10. I just have to fucking dig it out. Here we go. I found it. 9.
9. Let's see what we rolled with 9. Oh, 9 is Boom.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're gonna start with Sonic Boom. We're gonna start on Sonic Boom. I guess I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna have to research Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric.
Yeah, are we? So we're doing the game and the show together, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do. Well, I know what to do with the show stuff. Like I said, I'll just read off descriptions of like the various recurring characters. Boom, I feel like wants to kind of be like The Simpsons by having the whole sort of all of the background characters are a character thing.
Okay. Well, can't wait to see Himbo Knuckles.
Yeah. Buff Knuckles is one of the most remembered parts of Sonic Boom. And he's a very different way of writing Knuckles. So I guess we'll have that to look forward to. Okay, let's take it to the close. Morg, where can we find you?
You can find me at Haunting the Morg on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. Yeah, just follow that because that's where I pretty much post everything, and I will at some point fix my pinned tweet a little bit more. I think there was something else, but I don't remember. So I'm done.
So I'm Dan. You can find me on Twitter at Mike_Dawson with a 0. I'm not going to list off my art stuff, but look up Art Dawson on Tumblr. My Ko-fi is pinned in my Twitter. And you can listen to my other podcast, Pod of Greed. That's POD of Greed. It is a Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Rewatch podcast. I wasn't in the most recent episode, but we did finish season 4. So that's good. We also have an Oddity High AP that's on the same feed. We recorded the last episode recently, but that won't be going up for quite some time, I don't think. I think I was on an episode of Let's Plays that went up since the last recording. And also, I recorded another episode of Stranger's Fiction where I played Costume Fairy Adventures. That's all the important stuff.
Oh, sorry. There's one more thing that I have. It's more of just like a future thing. It's coming up though, like finally, for real this time. Because Max and I have finally started talking about when we're gonna record Wow Cool Robot, the Gundam podcast that he's doing, where I am the co-host of the first season, which is 0079.
Oh yeah.
So that will also be on my Twitter, like I mentioned before, but I just wanted to get it in writing that will actually happen, because we are going to be watching the first 4 episodes this week coming up. So
all right. Yeah. And you can find the Sonic Shuffle on @ShuffleSonic on Twitter. You can subscribe to our RSS feed, or you can find us on iTunes now. Rate and review us if you want to. I don't know. I would appreciate word of mouth. You can email us at sonicshufflecast@gmail.com for long-form questions. And you can join our Discord. If the Discord link is not working, DM us. Either DM me specifically, and I'll send you a new link.
Yeah, I mean, I would too, but...
Yeah. And I guess that'll wrap it up. And as we always end our episodes, Sonic is real, he is strong, and he is my friend. Alright, I'll see ya.
Bye!
I long for my children, but I have to wait. To act too soon could seal their fate.
They may